Pisces, and welcome to your mid-July reading. We are going to look at career and money, and then at the second half of this video, we're going to look at love. If the video gets too long, then I'll have to put it in part 1 and part 2. But we'll just have to see for now how it goes. If you want to know how I do readings, how we look in your sun, moon, and rising signs, how the energies can be reversed, or what happens if this reading does not resonate with you, you can look in the July reading, which is in the description box down below. In that July reading, we talk about essential oils to use, crystals to use, and we do a releasing of trapped emotions after your reading. There's a little meditation that we do to release trapped emotions. That's all in the July reading. If you like this reading or you're entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I want to thank all the people who have donated. The donation link is in the description box down below. And all of the people who've watched these videos, all the people who's watched ads, subscribed, and liked. I appreciate all of that support. And anybody who's went to the Amazon links and bought something off Amazon. I appreciate that as well. To the new people that are here, thank you for coming and visiting my channel and checking me out. I really appreciate that. And let's get started with career. The Leo, the Gemini, and the Cancer readings were the hard readings to do because their career is actually linked with their soulmate connection. We'll see what's going on with you, Pisces. I think Pisces is kind of involved in that as well, so we'll just have to see. Remember, we're just looking at the different windows of the astrology, different windows of the energy. So we're looking at the Pisces window, but you can look at any of the readings. So if you're curious to know what's going on with Leo, Gemini, and Cancer, then those would be really great readings to watch. I'm only accepting the highest and best truth for the Pisces collective highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. We're looking at career and money in the beginning of this video. So there's a big soulmate cycle going on right now. It's been going on for a while. So it's been difficult sometimes to read for just career. So a lot of readers on YouTube are actually having to read about love because they're connected. And if you watch the Cancer and the Gemini, definitely those two readings, you'll see how they're very well connected. Into their financial abundance, their career, the soulmate connection doesn't always have to be romance. It could be a friendship as well that opens up the doors to your career. So when we're talking about love, we're not always necessarily talking about romance. It could be either way. And you can take any reading and look at it at career. You just have to look at the energy for what it's saying, okay? All right. Pisces. What is going on with Pisces? So we're going to look at you in career. What's the next step? What is holding you back? And what's your strength or blessing? And then what is the outcome? This is really cool because the overall energy for you in career is actually the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a gift of love. So it can also be an emotional lottery. There's going to be lots of positive emotions when we're talking about career, money, and enterprise. There's definitely creativity and growth, and you will see your career and your money start to flourish right now. As you give your attention to it and appreciate every moment, you will get more, okay? This is that you're going to be seeing things from mid-July on in a different way when it comes to your career and money. You're going to, so when the hangman comes around, it's that we have a different belief system or a different perspective about how we're viewing things. So let's find out how that's coming about, what's going on with that. So what is the now energy for you? The now energy is that you've completed some kind of karmic lesson. You've completed some kind of looking at and observing your belief systems and changing them. And because we come into this world as a blank slate, but then our parents and the people around us, they feed us their knowledge and their belief systems, and then we actually don't discern those. We are actually like a computer system where whatever you put into the computer, whether it's crap or not, is what is the output. So basically they give us input, whether it's good or bad, and then we output that throughout our lives. And there's a point in our lives when God taps on our shoulder and tells us to look at our belief systems and to say, are these really working for you? So in order to live this 3D life experience, we have to have the 3D belief systems in order for us to grow. And then when we hit a certain age and God knocks on our door, then God's asking you to take a look at those and say, are they in line with your 5D dimensional reality that you're wanting to move into? 5D dimensional reality is manifestation and abundance. 3D dimensional reality is harder. It's a harder life. And it keeps you trapped. And it makes for great lessons and great experiences that grow you as a soul and as a person. But your ego can get stuck in those belief systems, and it doesn't help you advance forward. So what I'm explaining that to you because you have advanced forward. You have learned, you have changed some of your belief systems. You've changed who you are. You've transformed. You've gone through many tower moments. You've done a lot of great work. And because you have done that, now you are about to get your emotional lottery and your gift of love. Now, if we're talking about career, what I had said earlier is there's such a big soulmate cycle. There's a masculine and feminine energies combining in soul form. And so that is love energy, which makes the world go round. The more you have healthy relationships, the better your career is going to go. Every career is built on some sort of relationship. If you are in a career where you don't have to talk to many people, you have to have a good relationship within yourself in order to be successful in that career. If you are in a career where you have to be extroverted and you have to talk to a lot of people, you got to have good relationship skills and a lot of good conflict resolution skills. So I have a feeling that you're doing a lot of that really well. So congratulations to you, Pisces. What is your next step? The Chariot, which is faster moving energy. This is a Cancerian energy, so you might want to look at the Cancer readings that have come up because they're telling you to move into a Cancer-like energy. So I'm thinking that you're probably going to want to watch the Cancer videos that I just posted. Maybe even the new moon Cancer video would be good for you to do. Just go to the Cancer playlist and choose the ones that the titles resonate with you because that's where your higher self is telling you to go. This is a faster moving energy. So your next step is that it's going to start to move very fast for you. This is also a card of communication. Sometimes it depends. So whatever is going to be coming your way or a step is going to be facing you is going to be a faster energy, a stronger energy than you have been dealing with, I guess, because there's been this learning of lessons and seeing things in a new way. So I'm assuming that there were maybe some sort of hermit period, and then we're going to go into a faster moving energy. So that's really good. What is in your way is that you are waiting for something to be more reliable. You're waiting for something to be more consistent. You're waiting for something or someone to be more affectionate with you. So yeah, I'm feeling like same thing with you in Cancer, Leo. You are part of this as well. There's a soulmate reunion of some sort because I'm hearing like you want someone to adore you, for you to feel affectionate with you. You feel instinct about this, but it hasn't manifested. And that is making you, in your career, it's been helpful in your career because I think it's motivated you to do more things than you would normally do. So that is good. However, I feel like you know that this relationship, whether this is a career relationship or a friendship or a lover, whatever it is you know that this has something to do with your finances and your health and the way that you feel about yourself. So I've explained in some of the other videos, the soulmate cycle, the divine masculine is learning how to be vulnerable and the divine feminine is learning about self-worth. So that's the reason why we're having a hard time differentiating soulmate stuff and career and money, because it's all like when you're happy in one area in your life, it opens up so many doors of happiness in all areas of your life. And so I think that's where the struggle is. So you are taking care of yourself though during the process, and you're focusing in on yourself, which is really good. But I feel like you're waiting for something more reliable, something more supportive. So let's see. I'm going to dive into that a little bit, Pisces, and see where we're going to go. I'm just curious to know what I want to know a little bit more about the obstacle. I'm sure you want to know too, because I'm just feeling like, well, what is that? What do you mean? Right? You're waiting for your Queen of Pentacles, and that doesn't mean it has to be a female. It could be a guy. You're waiting for something to come in. Here it is right here. They just flipped it right out. You're waiting for some kind of communication. You're waiting for some reminiscing chats. You're waiting for someone to express themselves to you. You're waiting for this good news, this relationship of trust. Yes, you need to watch the Cancer video because that's what we talked about. We talked about it in the Gemini video as well. This is you too. You're ready to surrender. You're ready to put your burdens down. You're ready for all of this stuff that I think you've just been waiting for a while, and it's making you feel like you're stuck in your career because it's just not coming. Some sort of manifestation that is a very free energy is what you're waiting for. You're waiting for some kind of freedom, something to open up a door for you that you can start something new. You're waiting for this cup of love. I'm sorry, it's just what it is. You're waiting for some sort of relationship, some sort of connection. You're waiting for this gift that you know is coming, but it hasn't manifested yet, and it's making you feel like Cancer as well, like stuck in your energy. That's what the obstacle. Well, let's find out what your strength is. The strength is the Ace of Swords, which is a sword of truth. The strength is that you know the truth already because you're super intuitive. So thank goodness you already know the truth. And so that is the thing that's keeping you moving forward. That you cut things out of your life that no longer serves you. So you know that you have room for this. You know you have room for this growth. You have room for whatever is coming in, for the manifestation. You have room in your career and your money. There's space inside of you because you've done a lot of emotional clearing. So that is really good. What is your strength is that, and what's helping you is that you're going to be having success with this. You know it. You're just kind of waiting. So you know it's going to be an immediate change for the better, and it's going to change your life. You know that you're going to feel very triumphant over the past, and that this communication is going to be very beneficial for you. What is the near future is that you have some decisions to make. When this does come in, whether it's money or career or whatever we're asking about, because it's all linked together, but when this does come in, you're going to have some decisions to make. Let's find out. And though I see it twice. I see decisions twice about this King of Wands. They're showing me right here. So it's going to feel indecisive at first because you're not going to see the fullness of who they really are because they're not going to show it to you right away. But I think eventually, as this relationship builds in career and money, as this relationship builds, then you're going to be able to see it for what it really is, for who they really are, for what this job really is, what this money really is, whatever this endeavor is, you're going to be able to see it. You're going to be making lots of decisions. So you're going to try to use your logic. You're going to feel kind of indecisive for a bit because you're not going to know like whether you're coming or going until this person can fully reveal their true self to you and all of who they are. But I feel like if you watch the Cancer video, because keep pointing me to the Cancer video. If you watch the Cancer video, I dive right into what is going on with this person. This person's learning about how to be vulnerable. So I'm assuming, Pisces, you're probably the one who's learning about self-esteem and self-value. And I think that your person might be learning about being vulnerable. And because of that, they come in kind of slowly. So maybe they don't trust the business adventure with you totally yet. Maybe they don't trust giving you all of that money just yet. Whatever the deal is, because we're trying to focus in on career and money. Although I keep getting pulled into the soulmate cycle. We're doing our best. But the King of Wands just doesn't show you everything. That's kind of because the King of Wands feels trapped. That's why. So if I dive into this a little bit more, they feel trapped. But you are the sword. You are you see truth. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is someone who can see the truth no matter what people present to them. So that's actually a really good thing, because sometimes people can't express themselves, and they, you know, when I was a young kid, one of the things I struggled with is that I felt like people didn't see me for who I really was. I got in trouble a lot. I was scapegoated a lot. I was always considered to be the bad child. Like, people didn't really see me. My mother, my family members, nobody ever really saw me for who I was. They discredited me. And so one of my skills today is that I can see through people's masks and their disguises. And that is actually really helpful, because when I was a child, I wished that someone could do that for me. I wished someone could just see right through my heart and I wouldn't have to explain myself. And I feel like this is a gift that you have, that you felt like it's been a curse in your life, because sometimes you can see the good in people even when they don't deserve it, you know? But with this relationship, that gift is going to come in handy, because this person has worn this for so long. They have worn, like, say, a mask or something for so long, that disguise for so long, that it's hard for them to kind of take it off, and you're going to slowly help them remove it, because you're going to show them that you can see right to their heart. It doesn't, you could wear a mask all day long with me, but I can see you for who you are. So that's really, really, really awesome and beautiful. I think they're going to respect that and love that about you, that it's going to give them the courage to be vulnerable with you. Because they know you can already see it anyway. You know, it's going to be like, I already see you for who you are. So you don't have to hide anything from me. So that's beautiful. And that's good, because in career and money, you want to make sure that you can actually see your partners for who they really are. You want to see these coworkers, these bosses, all of these people, what's really in their heart, opposed to what they show people. But I feel like if it is a soulmate relationship or soulmate thing that's opening the door for your career, because Pisces, you're really intuitive. So this helping you with your self-worth is going to be really good for you, because it's going to help you trust yourself more, and then you're going to be even more intuitive. So you already have these these psychic gifts, or this abundance, psychic abundance, but I feel like you're going to get more because of this relationship. So if whatever your job is, the more you can be more intuitive with it. So even if you're like a detective, let's say, for instance, an intuitive detective, you know, you want an intuitive detective to solve your case, okay? Because they're not just going to look at logic. Logic, you're going to miss it. And, you know, logic, you can look at the facts and not get the killer. You know what I mean? But an intuitive person knows to dig deeper. Dig a little deeper, you know. Anyway, an intuitive person digs deeper, right? And then you want that. Or like, say, a surgeon working on your body. You know, they go textbook that you could die. They go intuitively, they might listen to God, and then God shows the surgeon how to save your life. Okay, so it's that type of thing if you're talking about career and money. So let's move right into love next, because this is going right into it. So let's not even stop the video. Let's go right into love. And I was feeling that from the universe anyway, that we were going to go straight through in this video, and now I see why, because they're like, it's connected, so just go right into love. Okay, let's do it. Let's clear this, and let's find out what's going on with your love life. All right? And love, like I said, doesn't have to be marriage. Some of you guys are like, well, I'm already married, so what do I need to know about love for? Because love makes the world go round. And you can love people even if you're not married to them. Like, you don't have to be in a committed relationship with someone to love someone. I love all kinds of people. I love you. You know what I mean? I don't even know you, and I love you. So whatever the relationship is around love, if I'm talking about a romantic love, then it comes out that way and it's not for you. Maybe it's in your actual marriage. Maybe there needs to be more romance. Maybe there needs to be more love. Maybe it is actual love coming in, or maybe it is just a friendship that you just have a deep love for this person. That's okay too. All right. Let's see. Tell me about Pisces love. Pisces, the next step, what's in the way, the strength, and the outcome. Pisces, same thing. We got the same thing, and this time we have the Queen of Wands. So that's interesting. So in your love, very much associated with the fact that you're seeing things differently. You seeing things differently is really important for you advancing in all areas of your life. We all need to see someone, a different perception grows us exponentially. You know, like if you just keep going through life seeing it your way, wanting it your way, I can't be open to anything else, well, you're just like trapping yourself. And I think you already know that, Pisces, so I'm kind of beating a dead horse, and that's okay. But when we see other people's perspectives, it just gives us a greater understanding of the world and of love. Now, the Queen of Wands, same thing, same type of thing. It's someone who... So it's the same thing. It's just the other suit. So we have someone who wants to express themselves. I think you can express yourself under the right circumstances. This person makes good choices. It means you're going to be stepping into your power. If you have a disguise on, you're going to take the disguise off, or you're going to be very vulnerable with someone, which will be really beautiful and really nice. You're going to be aware of yourself, how you are expressing yourself, how you are communicating. I feel like you're going to be very precise with communication. When the communication comes in, you're going to be very delicate with it because you don't want this communication to run away. All right, so what is happening with you now? You are tired of waiting for this reunion. Tired of waiting for everything to fall into place so it can be just so perfect. It's almost like you don't even care about it being perfect anymore. Just bring it in and let's work on it and let's do what we need to do, okay? I feel like you know that there's a big union coming. There's a big reunion coming. There's something that God's been sharing with you that you are really excited about. At first, you were kind of nervous about because you're like, what does that mean for me? Because this feels so big. It feels life-changing that I just don't know if I want to do this, if I can do this. And so you've done a lot of soul searching about it. And what does this mean? But now I think you're excited about it. Now it's like, okay, no, I'm ready now. And I think that I feel very comfortable about it now. And I'm ready to move in that direction. Okay, what is the next step? The next step is that the King of Swords, so male or female, it doesn't matter, but the King of Swords is coming in. This is an air energy. Air energies are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It does not mean that it's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It means that they're going to have the air energy of a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They could have it anywhere in their chart, or they could just be adopting those behaviors and coming into you. Very ambitious, very intellectual and logic. So if the apology is there, if you're getting an apology, it's going to sound very logical. It's going to sound like the person took a lot of time to sort out what they were going to say, that they've made a lot of judgments in their life about what they're going to say. They may come in kind of seductive even, because that might be their charm, that they may be charismatic and come in kind of like flirty or seductive through it. But whatever they're doing is that they're actually ready to take charge on this action for you. And I know that we've been hearing this, but we have lots of Pisces, and we have people who have free will. So Pisces, there are some of you who've already had this person come in. There's some of you, this person's coming in like soon, like this week or not tomorrow or today even. And then there's some people, it's going to take some time based on the person's free will and their tower moments and whatever they're going through for their own awakening, because there is no right way to awaken. There's no right way to transform from 3D dimensional reality into 5D dimensional reality. There's no right way. There was a way you did it, which was perfect for you, and then there's a way that they're doing it, which is perfect for them. And we can't speed up that process because the process is how their soul chose that it was going to be happening for them. You chose it in the way you wanted it. They chose it in the way they wanted it. All right. What is your strength? Well, luckily, what is in your way? This is the next step. Yeah. What is in your way is they want it their way. They want it to be done their way. Maybe they want you to chase them, but if they're the divine masculine, it's not their job for you to chase them. If you're the divine feminine, your job is you have to let them wait because they're the ones transforming. Divine feminines have already done a lot of their transformation. A lot of you guys have already extended out communication to this person, maybe even a couple times, and they turn their back on the communication. Because they turn their back on the communication, they got a karmic lesson, pretty hard ones at that, because you were the gift, and they didn't want to see it, they didn't want to acknowledge it. They, for whatever reason, it could be maybe they had pain around it, they had anger around it, whatever it was around your relationship, around the communication, was too painful for them to look at. They weren't ready to transform. And on a subconscious level, they knew that opening the door to your relationship would mean that they would transform. It would mean that they would actually change. And sometimes people don't want to change yet. And so it may have been scary for them looking at you as a mirror, mirroring their pain to them or mirroring their anger to them. And maybe they were just like, not yet. No, not yet. No, not you. You know what I mean? I can't do that yet. And that's their thing. So it's the struggle within themselves as the emperor. The emperor, and if as being in the way, the emperor can be stone cold, can not show their feelings. They don't want to look at their feelings. They don't want to go there yet. That is the energy of the emperor. So this person may have some more transformation. I'm going to look at this a little bit longer. I want to see what's in the way. If it's just this person, or do they have someone else that's magnifying this energy for them, you know? So, yeah, the emperor can be very, very cold and mean. They can be very stern, stoic. Stoic in a not so good way. Okay, stoic can be fine, but not when it's someone who doesn't want to look at what's been hurting them. Yeah, see, it's exactly that. All right, so yeah, they got pain that they're still healing from. They have anger that they're still healing from, and although they know that you are the right choice and that you are their happiness and their healing, it's almost like they feel like they don't deserve it. They feel like they did something wrong. They have some guilt and shame. So you coming closer to you makes them face it more and more. And you're like, well, I can help them with that, but that's not your job right now. The divine masculine has to go through their own transformation. They have to move forward on their own. They have to make the first moves on their own. They have to make the decisions on their own. You can't save this person from themselves if they won't let you save them. If they won't take the initiative. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force anybody to drink. They have to do it on their own. And I had this same conversation with Capricorn. Capricorn loves to save people to a fault. They do it to the point where they can end up doing it. It's the downside of being Capricorn is that they take the power away from people. They take their pants off. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it, but they take their power by doing it for them, and you do not want to do that. This person has to gain their self-worth. They have to gain their power. They have to gain the experience of vulnerability. They have to gain that skill set. They need to do that. The issue is, or what is important is that they're following your light. So it's important that you keep shining, keep giving them direction, keep showing them where to go just by modeling and being you, showing people how you healed. You are now being the light. And I had said this in one of the other videos, but I'll say it in this one as well. When I went to the QHHT, Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique, which is in the description box down below if you want to do that. Dolores Cannon is big on that. She is someone who was a counselor, and she was putting people under hypnosis to help them with their healing. And when she would put them into a certain hypnosis, then their higher selves would come out, and extraterrestrial beings, and people who have passed, their angels and spirit guides and all of those things would come out and tell them things. And when they say it, it's very interesting, because when I did it, you speak about yourself in the third party. That's how you it's like, it was wild for me to hear that and see that, because you're kind of awake, but like it still happened, like you still get all the information. So I went with like a list of questions about things that were coming up in my life, and deep questions too. And through the QHHT session that I went to, I found out from my higher self that I made an agreement with many souls that I was going to shine really brightly and have a voice and show them where to go. So when there's a book in the description box down below called The Little Soul in the Sun. And The Little Soul in the Sun talks about soul contracts. And it says in that book, it's such a beautiful book, but in the book it says that when I am vibrating so low that I forget who I am, I'm going to need someone to come into my life and remind me of who I am. So I was told that I'm one of those people that are supposed to remind people about how brightly they shine, remind people about they come from God, remind people how to heal, and remind people all the things that they already know. I'm just a reminder. So when you come to these tarot readings, you already know what I'm saying on a deep level, on a subconscious level. I'm just opening that door for you so that you can remember. So, and that's what they're saying about you, Pisces, as well, is that you are the same type of thing for this person, where you're just shining, 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 so that they can see the lighthouse, the ship in the dark that doesn't know where they're going, and all they see is fog and darkness, but they see your lighthouse and they see you shining, and they're like, okay, that's the direction I need to go in. And so they just go in that direction, and every time they go in that direction, their life gets better and better and better, and so they know that you're the right way. Like, look at this. Look at the light now. They're following the light. The light is so bright. This is you. You are the bright light. And so they are following what you're doing. You may not know it, but they're watching you. They're observing you. They're hearing about you. They may have a stone cold look on their face and pretend like they don't know anything about you, but they know a lot about you, and they know on a deep level, they know they have to know about you. Okay. And it wasn't, so it's very, very, really interesting. So yeah, I don't really want to go too much into my QHHT therapy, but it was really cool. Like, I got to know how old my soul was, how many times I've been on the planet, how many times this soulmate relationship that I'm being faced with right now has been into my life. And it's really cool because I got to see a past life experience, and in that past life experience, it's mirroring exactly what's happening in this life. And it's undeniably, like, I can see why they showed me that life. And the life was completely different than this life, but there was so many similarities. It was crazy to say, wow. So if you're interested in doing that, you should do that. And then mention my name, please. So I think like after the fourth person, I get a free session or something like that. So I would really love to do it again. Okay, so anyway, they're planning for the future. They're watching you, and they're building their own strength from what you're teaching. Okay? All right, so what is your strength and what is helping you? The same thing that we got earlier for your strength, which is the swords. I mean, success is your strength. You are going to win. This is a winning situation. You're able to make very clear decisions about love, about relationships. You know that this is going to create immediate change for you, just like it. That's why the career and the love are associated. You know that you're going to triumph over the past. There was something in the past between you two that, oh my gosh, you've got the Lover's card and we have reunion. So this is what you're triumphing over. This relationship will come together. Just like my relationship that I know is a soul connection that I need to have in this lifetime. Even though it hasn't manifested, I know that it will, because I saw it. I saw it in the QHHT session, and that's pretty much all they talked about was this connection with this person. And they helped comfort me because I was scared of it. But I feel a lot better. I have a lot more clear decisions. I have Pisces in my chart, so I feel like we're going to triumph over this past obstacle, which is really, I feel like we've had some stolen time that would have been really cool to be together sooner, but it is what it is, right? So, okay. So anyway, this is really good. You're going to need to be making some logical decisions, just like we learned in the love reading as well. It's the same information is coming out again. We know that you're going to be making choices. This is a choice card. This is a card of Gemini energy as well. This is reunion or union. This is a card of 3. So for those people who are married, this doesn't mean that you're going to be cheating. This means that you're going to have another aspect in your life that makes you feel fulfilled. So you have maybe your marriage relationship, and then you have that relationship, but then you have maybe a friendship, which is really a deep connection and a very important connection. And some people are like, well, is that the same thing as cheating? Well, let me clarify for you. I have many friends that I have emotional relationships with, very, very deep relationships with. I have my husband who I have an emotional relationship, a very deep relationship with. It doesn't take away from my husband in order to have deep relationships with other people. So that's why if you're married, there's nothing to be afraid of. And that's what my QHHT session was talking about. And then also they say, if it is someone that you end up having deep feelings for, eventually maybe these feelings grow, remember that your life changes. Life changes. And you don't know why the universe is lining things up in the way that they are. If you have self-respect and you have respect for your spouse, then you're not going to do anything to hurt anyone. Nobody's going to get hurt in the situation. If you have good intentions, no one's going to be getting hurt. And the way they explained it to me was so beautiful. I don't want to get so detailed into my session, but the way they explained it was like, your human mind cannot even fathom how something like that can work out. And it can. And when they explained it to me, I was like, there's no way that I could have made that up, because there's no way my human brain could even have conjured up something like that. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my gosh, that is wild. And it wasn't sad, and it wasn't painful, and it didn't break my heart. And that's what I was afraid. I was afraid that this relationship would come in and I have such strong feelings for this person that it would ruin the relationship that I have. But the way they explained it to me was so beautiful. I was like, okay. And I think you're going to be okay. All right. For those people who are like, well, I'm in a good relationship and I get you. I feel you, but it's not like that. Like, imagine that your human brain cannot fathom the way it'll work out. Sometimes when the universe puts things together and you look at it and you go, there is no way I could have. Like, when I manifest in a way where I write things down, and then I think I know what I want, and then when the universe brings it to me, it is so much better. I was like, there's no way I could have thought of that. That was gorgeous. That was beautiful, and I'm so thankful the universe has such a broader perspective than my human brain. All right, what is the outcome? So I'm going to clarify this one a little bit more, because it is a trapped energy, but I know that when it comes in the outcome or the new focus, it's that you're no longer gonna be trapped. So I want to feel what you're going to be trapped, what you're moving out of being trapped from, though. This person has light bandages on, and she's not even really trapped, you know what I mean? She's like in some swords that she could walk out of. Like, take the blindfold off, lady, and walk out of your swords. Right? So we know that you're not going to be trapped. It is a feeling of being trapped is going, and that's what the focus is going to be for the universe, is helping you both not feel so trapped, hoping you both feel like this is a love of a lifetime, and it will work out. It's going to work out in the way that is best for everyone. Okay, so yeah, so you guys are moving away from these three things of being trapped. You're no longer going to be feeling like your talent doesn't shine. You're no longer going to be feeling like your light is dim. You're no longer going to be feeling like people can't see you for who you are. And that's what this Queen of Pentacles was. Upside down, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who people don't see that she's good at anything. So I feel like you were trapped because in your childhood or somewhere in your life, nobody saw you for who you were, and people thought you were bad, and they didn't see you for your good, and they tried to keep you down. So maybe they did see that you were good, but they didn't want other people to see that you were good. So maybe there was some kind of emotional abuse. Maybe there was even physical abuse, but it was ugly. There was definitely an entrapment that trapped you through your other relationships, but that's why you started to see things differently. Okay, is because that's what we were working on, is your self-worth. Who you're, feeling good enough. So this is somebody who doesn't feel like they're shining. They feel like they're dim. They feel like they're lost. And this is someone who doesn't have good self-worth. And you're not going to be trapped. Like the trapped that you're moving from is the fact that you feel like you've been stagnant, and you feel like I'm getting like the feeling of, is this all that there is to life? This is what life is. This is it. Like, you know that life is so much bigger than what you have experienced, and you felt it inside of your body and inside of your heart, but yet the reality of it was so like, I guess this is it, or and yeah, I remember having a deep conversation with someone, and being like disappointed in some aspects, in some places in life, and being like, this can't be all, like this can't be it, so I get that. And so that's the trapment that you're going to be getting away from. Let's go ahead and get some love cards and see what's going on, and then we'll close out this video. Thank you so much for staying through both. I forgot to tell you I was going to separate it in the description box down below so that you can go just to love or just career, but you can see they're related anyway. There'd be no use in doing that. I don't know how long this video is. I should have worn my watch to keep track. Okay, let's see. And tell me about Pisces love. It's true love. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, we knew that one. Okay, so the love that either you are growing in your relationship, in your marriage, or this, I really believe that it's something else, but everybody's different. This is true love. I just feel it differently. I feel like if you're already in a relationship, then there's another relationship, because we saw the 3. That's why. Another relationship coming in. But this could be your relationship growing as well. Everybody's different, so you just have to take it for what it is for you. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, this could be 2 different ways. One, either there's children in the picture, and if there's not children in the picture, then it is affected because of your childhood pain. So you could be bringing that into the relationship that you have right now, okay? Forgiving and learning is part of this. This whole soulmate cycle, this whole thing that's going on, it's all about forgiving and learning, forgiving and learning, forgiving and learning. And this definitely is a past life relationship. You guys have been on this earth many, 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 many times. And I'm Pisces, and I was telling you in my QHHT session that I have been on this earth many, 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 many times with this person. So that's why the connection is so strong. That's why it feels the way that it is. And that's why it can be so confusing. And that's why you can't let each other go. And that's why you keep coming back to each other. Okay, so if you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. Have a good day. Bye.